Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I am your host, Darian,
I'm your other host, Landon.
and today we got a plethora of stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, and we got games. You name it, we got it. Let's talk. Landon, how have you been?
I've been good. Just got done mounting two TVs. I had a living room TV and my bedroom TV, and if you've seen the streams, I used to originally stream in my bedroom, and it when my girlfriend works third shift and needs to like sleep before she goes to work, it gets a bit awkward because you don't want to be the guy sleep on the couch. You know what I'm saying? So I switched them up, and I'm pretty excited because once I get a good camera for not a PlayStation camera, but just like a regular camera
Mhm.
for my PS3, we can start doing PlayStation 3 streams, and the setup is going to be just a lot better in here. So that's why I was cooking the other day in on my last stream of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth thing. Go check those out if you haven't. It's a lot of fun. Made a JFK joke. I saw Darien posted it. on
I told you
on
I would. I said I'm gonna
I know
clip
on
that.
our short. um, but I'm cool with it. But hey, I'm happy. I don't know. I'm really excited to have that now. But how about you? How have you been doing?
Been doing pretty good. Um, this is the first week where I've decided to go full in on TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So, I mean, obviously, we just mentioned that, but if anyone's noticed, I mean, I've uploaded multiple shorts in the last week, and same with on TikTok uploading videos and stuff. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Um, I saw obviously, I mean, they're not like blowing up, but for our TikTok, I mean, we literally just started at 716 views on one of them. Is not too bad.
yeah, yeah. Not bad at all.
Um, yeah, it's all about me just trying to figure out this algorithm.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I've been messing around with that. YouTube Shorts and all that stuff. Watching more Superman, the animated series.
Yeah, I saw you're on like episode 4, season 2.
Yeah, I just watched the episode where they introduced the Flash. I would thought I would be excited for that episode, but it turned out by the middle of it, I was pretty bored.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the way they did Flash on the episode was really weird.
Is
Like,
I've always said that's like one of the best Flash adaptations. You think he's just not?
well, he's probably I don't know. He's just like I don't know. I think they could have gave him more to do. It's also weird having a Flash villain show up in the Superman. I don't know. It just made me sit there and realize like, why don't we just have a Flash show? Like, what is this? But I
I
mean, I was
always,
fine with it. I have like a
I've
few.
always liked how they've handled Flash in that series, mostly due to um what how he like treats his villains. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's always like really nice to him.
Well, I haven't. Well, I haven't. I don't know how they do Flash in Justice League or Justice League Unlimited. Only
I
thing I
know
know about
definitely they do it the same way in Unlimited with like the whole comment I just said.
the only thing I know about that Flash is that he's voiced by the guy who plays Lex Luthor in Smallville.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might. You know what? Now I'm thinking about it, I think he told me that before.
It's like the only thing I know. But yeah, I'm close to an episode three-parter called World's Finest, which I'm really excited for. Batman meets Superman for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. But yeah, still going plugging away at that show. Once I finish season two, I'll be going on to watch I think the Batman Sub-Zero movie, and then
Mhm.
going to the
That's a great movie, by the way.
I think going to the rest of the Batman animated series after that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um yeah, that's all I've been doing though, really.
Yeah.
Um we did have a lot of news this week, and so we're gonna get into all that starting now. Starting with this, which is something that have we predicted a while back. Back right when all these titles started releasing. Because obviously the Agatha show went through multiple titles so far.
Yes.
It was Agatha House of Harkness, then it was Agatha Coven of Chaos, and then it was Agatha the Darkhold Diaries. Now, pleased to announce that Agatha Darkhold Diaries is being retitled to just Agatha, with the titles that were with the show previously being used as episode titles.
Yeah.
Um, So show's just Agatha now. No Darkhold Diaries, which I'm happy about because I wasn't a fan of that. Or I mean House of Harkness I thought was good. And Coven of Chaos was okay. But now they're just episode titles, so there you go. I think there's supposed to be 10 episodes in this show, and I can't remember the order of it. The director is the same person who worked on there's two of them. The one person from WandaVision, and then the person who directed some of Gen V, and they're working on Agatha. And apparently, it's not been canceled, so they have some faith in it.
Well, they filmed a good amount of them, didn't they?
I think it might be all filmed and finished. It comes out
Yeah.
this year, so I mean, we'll see. We won't get a
Yeah.
trailer for it until after Deadpool, though, according to um some insiders. But yeah,
Hmm.
um, you're gonna hear me say this a lot today. These two words, according to, and every time you do, I want you to take a shot because it'll be a very fun episode for you if you do.
I'll be out by the fifth, before we even get to the DC news. So I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Ooh. Oh,
Um. Okay. According to Daniel RPK, Shang-Chi 2 will reportedly start filming in 2025. The movie will feature time travel, and Iron Fist will be involved. Director Destin Daniel Cretton will return as writer and director.
all right.
Um,
I
Iron
like it.
Fist
Cool with that.
being in the sequel is what I wanted, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Um, the whole time travel thing. There was a. Do you remember back when before Secret Wars was revealed, they had all those titles like leak because they were like trademarked,
Oh
and they had like
yes.
the whole list. One of them was Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time. And now hearing that this movie has time travel, that's probably the title of the movie.
It makes sense for that to have that.
Yeah. I'm interested why there's time travel. Curious. Unless we're like
Uh,
going back in time to find like the origin of the rings or something.
yeah, which I don't really know why they would need to do that. I wonder what their whole reason behind that is.
Maybe find out. Well, this movie's supposed to take place in between, I think, it's not King Dynasty anymore. Whatever Avengers 5 is in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
maybe
we
that's
don't
why.
even know the title for Avengers 5.
No.
Just thought that
Um,
just kind of occurred to me.
yeah, so I mean, this could have something to do with that. Obviously, Justin Daniel Cretton, the director, is working on Wonder Man right now. Um, or he's finished. I don't know if they've finished or not. And so he'll be, I guess, going to that starting next year. Yeah, we'll be watching. I like the first one. Probably the best MCU origin story uh that we had in a long time.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Uh, yeah. According to Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios is reportedly interested in Sean Levy directing other projects for them. The studio is said to be very impressed with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Hey,
Um,
not surprised.
yeah, so they want him to work on more stuff. I know somebody was talking about Secret Wars, which I mean, maybe it would depend. I don't know if he'd want to do a movie with that big of a spectacle. Um, but I know there's like a group of people online that are not excited for Deadpool and Wolverine because of Sean Levy directing it.
What has
Even
he
though,
done? I don't see the issue with it.
I mean, I don't know, he did Free Guy, the Ryan Reynolds movie, which I liked.
I never
And
saw it, but did you see it?
yeah, I watched it a few times. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah. So,
I mean, he worked on Stranger Things. That was like the first thing. He made all the Night Museum movies, and he made Real Steel.
oh, see, this is gonna be a masterpiece. I
He,
love
he
real estate.
yeah, he made the Atom Project, that movie with Ryan Reynolds on Netflix. He works with Ryan Reynolds a lot, and Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, so we're good. We're in good
He
hands.
made the huge Ackman joke.
Huge act. I don't know. Man, he do work with he does work with them a lot. Like, every movie involves one of them just about.
Yeah. Um. So that's. I mean, that's all he's done. I don't know why people are upset I think it's like the writing of Free Guy because there were some lines that were like stupid, but like they were so funny. But I don't
Yeah,
think he wrote it. I think he just directed it.
yeah.
I don't know.
I think we're in good hands. For while I don't
Oh,
personally like Stranger Things,
he produced Stranger Things.
oh, he
He's the
produced it.
producer.
Um, hey, I don't know. I'm excited. I think we're in good hands. I think we're in good hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no doubt that we're in for a big treat. I think it's gonna be. Oh man, I don't know. I can't even describe it. I'm so dang
We
excited just to see this movie.
we gotta get Spillman to go see it with us. Because I
Uh,
saw on his YouTube channel, go subscribe by the way to Cafeteria Drops. And tell him the Copper Burrito sent you. He did a video like a month ago reacting to the and like breaking down the teaser for Deadpool and Wolverine while he was doing like his whole lunch thing.
really, I didn't know that. I want to check
Yeah,
that
and I
out.
commented and I was like, how did I not know about this until now?
I know we were missing out on some good stuff.
He seemed excited. But I don't know where he's getting his information from because he said something at the end of it. I was like, oh, that's not true. He said this movie's based off Secret Wars. I'm like, no, it's not. Like
All
this
right,
the movie
clearly he
Secret
doesn't like
Wars will probably be
comic
based
book.
off Secret.
You know what? We're going to be on cafeteria drops to just
Yeah, we're
giving
gonna
the news.
argue with him. Yeah.
Argue with them
Yeah.
in his comment section.
Um but yeah. Yeah, they're interested in him directing more projects for them. I think one of them they said was a potential Deadpool 4. Um, I don't know what they do with the Deadpool 4. I mean, I feel like Deadpool 3 is like this is what you've been working towards.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I mean, hey,
Well, there's stuff. There's stuff. Do you think they're going to do Deadpool for? Or you think we're ever going to
well,
get really like
Deadpool 4 would be
us?
like the first full MCU Deadpool like in the universe.
Yeah,
Like this one is just kind of like him going everywhere.
yeah.
But
Do you think they're going to do a solo thing, or you think they're going to do like a whole team up movie,
I'd like a team up movie.
team up movie? Like with one that just occurs to my head. I don't think they'll ever do it, just because you don't want to have an R-rated Deadpool movie and have the most popular Marvel character Spider-Man in the same movie. While I want that, I think it would be great. I just don't know if they would. You think they? I don't know. They got Wolverine. Wolverine's very popular, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
This one
You think they do it or no? Just like it's just too risky.
I don't think well, I think he could make a cameo.
Yeah, I
I don't
got you.
know.
Yeah,
Um
I'd like to see a cameo with that at some point, but we'll see. I'm under the assumption that they're not going to do any. I think Deadpool is just going to have team up films and not a solo thing no more, which I kind of hope that doesn't happen, but we'll see.
Deadpool turns into the next Stanley and he just shows up in the background of everything.
That's why I like. That's what something I've always wanted.
Like Lego Marvel superheroes.
And that was like the best thing ever. That was like the best. Getting the Deadpool red bricks, those were
Yeah.
cool.
Well, apparently the original plot for Deadpool 3 was before it got turned into what it is. I guess before Marvel bought or Disney bought Fox. The original plot would involve Deadpool going on a road trip with his friends to the North Pole to save Christmas.
I like it. I
I
like
think
that
it would
idea.
have I don't think it would have been that good, but I would have watched it.
I wonder if we would have. We probably would have seen Santa Claus, like the Marvel Santa
That
Claus.
mutant, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the most powerful mutant.
yeah.
But yeah, I thought I'd throw that in there. Speaking of powerful mutants and actors that want to play them for and have really bad takes about it, Giancarlo Esposito,
Oh
who
God.
everyone has wanted to play many different characters.
Yeah.
Um, I'd just be happy with him anywhere in a DC or Marvel project. He said this, and he says he knows that everyone wants him to play Professor X, and he said he would love to play a character with that much gravitas and all that. But he said the physical idea of being in a wheelchair every single day does not appeal to me. And he said he would prefer not to be in a wheelchair, chosen to play Professor X. I'm like, well,
Well,
you're
I
not going to
haven't.
play Professor X because that's
Yeah,
his whole thing.
that's like the most nicest way of saying I don't want to play Professor X.
Like,
I honestly, I don't think he just wants to do it.
but if
He's
he
like,
did sit, he does. He said he did. I think if he, where I think he'd force him to be in a wheelchair, he'd have force him to do it, and then get Denzel Washington to play Magneto,
yeah,
and
because
then
I
there you
watched
go.
it.
You can sure.
I mean, I'm fine with Giancarlo being Magneto as well.
Well, yeah, but then who
So
you're going to get to play
Professor X, I want him.
Denzel Washington?
Someone that likes to be in a wheelchair for every movie.
True.
That's who.
Um, I still want Giancarlo Esposito as Mr. Freeze. Um,
That's what I want to. I think.
or or I originally wanted Doctor Doom, but I don't think they're doing that.
Mm.
Um, he's too old, I think.
I
But
I heard this one cat. Who was that one? Who was that one guy in Death Stranding? Not Norman Reedus. He was like the villain. Not Troy Baker.
uh oh oh I know who you're talking about. You're
He's like in the
Mads Mikkelsen.
past.
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if this was like a rumor,
The
but I feel
rumor
like I
was that
remember
they
hearing at
talked
one.
to him for Doctor Doom.
Was it Doctor Doom? I thought it was Magneto at one
No, no,
point.
no. They haven't
Okay.
even started with any of that.
Okay. I remember hearing a rumor that's who they wanted to do at one point.
But they'll be looking for they'll have the writer for their X-Men project ready sometime soon apparently. But um yeah. All right. Speaking of X-Men, the showrunner for X-Men 97, Bo DeMayo, has been fired from Marvel and will not be involved with any future seasons of X-Men 97. DeMayo will not be involved with promoting the upcoming season of the show. This was kind of sudden. He deleted his Instagram. His business email was deactivated. He deleted, surprisingly, his OnlyFans, which
Got him.
leads to the next point, which is apparently he was fired because he had an OnlyFans, and they found his behavior on there, quote, creepy.
Mm.
Um, I mean, I feel like having an OnlyFans in a business job like that is not a smart thing to do.
Are we that
I
high
mean,
of a business
I mean,
for us
get
to
that.
start an OnlyFans?
I mean, like, get that bag. I get it, but like,
Get the bag. I know. I always respect
you
getting the
are in a
bag, but
you are in a like
I
prestigious
don't know. If you
business
work at Marvel,
position.
man, I mean, why
You
are
don't need
you?
that bag. You
You
already
don't
have
need
that
the bag.
bag.
You
You
already
have
had the
12
bag.
bags.
I wish
You
I got
have
paid to write X Men like how he did.
you have 3 bags. Like there's not
I know, and maybe a fourth one on the way.
and he wrote the first and second season. And this kind of goes into what I was going to talk about later, but a third season is in the works and he had talked about ideas for that, but I don't think he ever finished it. So we'll have a new writer for the third season. Um if it even gets there.
Yeah.
Uh but yeah, he's been fired. So there you go. I have more news. We'll talk about our predictions and the reviews about X-Men 97 at the end of the Marvel section. Now let's move on to news that is like a good thing and a bad thing. Venom 3 will be officially titled Venom: The Last Dance. It'll be the final Venom movie with Tom Hardy, but
I like that.
Sony is
I
said
didn't.
to have plans to use the character in other projects.
Hmm. I don't. I don't know if I like that name. Like, I guess the final one, but
Well, I
I
mean,
don't know.
I don't. I'm not even excited, remotely excited for this movie.
I, if the second one was good as the first one, then I would have been excited. But
Second one just
nope.
felt like I was only there for the post credit scene.
I know. Oh yeah, because I remember us hearing about like what it was.
But this one, everyone's
But
saying that there's going to be a Spider-Man in this movie, and I don't believe it.
it's like the same plot as Madam Web, just about.
That's the rumor. Yeah,
Uh,
it was. Ugh. Yeah, Venom 3. Yay, comes out this fall. Oh. According to according to My Time to Shine, hello. We talked about this that he had been in talks before, um, but now apparently Ryan Gosling has been cast in the MCU. We do not know who. and I hope it's Ghost Rider.
You want to be Ghost Rider?
Yes, did you not see the art of him as Ghost
I
Rider?
did not see the artist who was
I
Ghost
sent
Rider.
it to you. Hang on. I have to go find it again.
Well, you haven't sent it to me again.
Because
I
it
know
was.
someone said it was
I think
like what
I
was
had
the
sent
guy?
it to you, and you were like, "Oh,
Oh, did I?
yeah." This was a while back. Here, I just sent it to you again.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
No, no, I like that, man. No, that's not bad.
Yeah, I need him as Ghost Rider. If not, our original casting was Johnny Storm, but like that ship has sailed. Um, I guess Nova. I know Nova is another one.
Yeah, no, Nova wouldn't be that bad. You know what? I don't know if this is a hot take, but I mean, I don't know if you. I mean, I guess you could work in Marvel and DC, but honestly, I don't think he'd be that bad for Wonder Man. Not Wonder Man. Excuse me. God,
Wonder
what's his
Woman.
name? No, what's his name? Booster Gold. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah, but I don't. He's not. I don't think he's doing DC.
You don't
No,
think
at
he's
least
just
not. At
doing
least not
this?
right now.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's going to Marvel. Um, but yeah, Ryan Gosling showing up somewhere. The okay, a little tidbit on the Fantastic Four here. It was apparently being compared to people saying it's similar to the movie Little Women, and which everyone was confused.
Yeah. What?
And the only reason they say that is because similar to this movie Little Women, Fantastic Four will jump back and forth between the 60s and present day.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I don't know what's going on in present day. Probably some Doctor Doom action.
Yeah.
Um, but the Fantastic Four is supposed to be in the 60s.
Mm.
During the movie, they're trapped there. So guess we'll find out. Starts filming sometime this year. Yeah. According to Daniel RPK, this is some of the big news this week. Marvel is reportedly deciding to take less risks and focusing on more guaranteed hits. As a result, there will not be a Captain Marvel 3 or an Ant-Man 4. Kevin Feige reportedly wants to make an Eternals 2, but Bob Iger thinks it'll be a guaranteed flop.
Is he wrong? No.
He's not wrong, but I wish he
Well,
was.
yeah. No, I wish he was. I hate you're right. The problem
um,
is because we were talking about this earlier. I don't think Eternal. You said it best. Eternals is the most underrated Marvel movie out there. Now I don't think it deserves like all of the praise in the world, but I don't think it's a bad movie by any means. I think it has its problems with pacing, but in
yeah.
character development.
I want to talk about real quick Captain Marvel 3 and Ant-Man 4 not happening. Captain Marvel 3, while I get from a box office standpoint, because is like the newest one, it did not do well in box office, but it did really well on streaming. And a lot of people that watch it on streaming realize that it was actually a good movie, and it's the first movie where they actually make Captain Marvel interesting.
I know.
But now they're not going to do anymore. But like, part of me is like, okay, I mean, you really don't need to do Captain Marvel movies. I mean, Captain Marvel can exist as a key player in the universe without having to have movies around her.
Yeah.
Um, Ant-Man 4 is one that I think not smart. Is not smart to not do.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, yes, Ant-Man 1 was great. I love Ant-Man 1.
I love Ant-Man 1.
Ant-Man 2 is, to me, okay. It had problems. Not as good as the first one, but I enjoyed some of it. Um, Obviously, Quantumania was a big thing.
Mm.
Um, but to not do Ant-Man 4, I think is not smart because there is a way to redeem. You can make another good.
You can. I don't know what their deal is because Ant-Man and the Wasp I think is terrible. I think Quantumania is worse. Um, I don't know how they can make something like Ant-Man seem so boring and just uninteresting at the same time. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
And this whole thing with them, they're taking less risks, focusing more guaranteed hits. I've seen a lot of discourse around that. And I'm going to put my 2 cents in. A lot of the people, from what I've seen, people are upset about that. Um, and they're like, well, that means we won't get any more like stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy because that was a risk. And we're not going to get any like any stuff like that, new stuff. It's just going to be all repeated characters like another Thor movie and another Captain America movie, stuff.
yeah.
I'm like, well, this is necessary for what
Mhm.
for the situation that we're in right now and the fact that Marvel has never been in this position of having this many bad projects out at once to where it's like almost ruined the reputation. I mean, not even almost has ruined
No,
the reputation
it
of
got it almost ruined the. I mean, not even. I mean, I guess you can say it did. It got so bad that everyone was coming up with like, man, maybe these are just the same, but we're just getting tired of the movies,
yeah,
and that's not even the case. I mean, they
yeah,
came up with
and
superhero fatigue, and it's not even that.
yeah, and it's as much as I mean, I'd want them to make risks to make another thing that's like Guardians, that's like super good. Um, what they're doing with taking less risks by focusing on more guaranteed hits is the thing they need to do just to build back up the brand and build back up the trust, make good stuff, and then you can maybe start to take a risk every now and then with
Yeah,
with another Guardians of the Galaxy type thing.
yeah.
But right now it's just like we need
You
this.
can't
This is
really
not
force a Guardians of a Galaxy thing to happen. Yeah, it has to kind of.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you can have a risk, but I feel like I
I
don't know
mean, they'll
how
focus. They're
much.
gonna focus on things that they know will bring people in. They're gonna focus on a Ghost Rider movie or Fantastic Four, Captain America, Thor,
Yeah.
um, all that stuff of people characters that people actually like. We're not gonna get. We're not gonna get another show like Agatha
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
We're not gonna get. I mean, we're getting Ironheart, but that's like already been done.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, do you think Ironheart would have been canceled if?
well, I would probably think so, but because it was already done, they wouldn't. They're not doing that. But I think it's somewhat smart. We do know, though, according to my time to shine, hello, Eternals 2 has not been canceled, but has been reworked into another project.
Yeah.
Um, and apparently, there's a rumor that we might get to see the Guardians of the Galaxy um, interact with the Eternals in whatever project this is.
I'm which I'm cool with. I like to see the new Guardians in action.
Yeah. I need some Star Lord. I need to know what Star Lord's doing.
I know. If we even see Star Lord at all, I mean, we'll just see.
Well, he'll be back eventually. I mean, they literally, that's
Oh
the
yeah,
only
yeah,
thing they
no,
said
he'll
at the end is that
definitely
he'll
be
be back.
back. I agree with that. I just think like we're gonna have to.
I bet he's eating a bowl of cereal with his grandpa right now.
Uh,
Um, yeah. Thought we'd talk about that though. A lot of interesting stuff going on. We have more information about uh Disney and what they're doing with Marvel here in a little bit. But first, let me check the time of the meeting. Okay. According to Can We Get Some Toast, Blade has been retooled by writer Michael Green, who's the new writer that they had hired on, the writer of Logan. The movie will no longer be a period piece. But filming will take place in the UK instead of Atlanta.
all
Um,
right.
so not a period piece anymore. Just kind of suck. I was kind of happy, excited about it being like based in the 1930s. But I mean, as long as it's better. Like I heard that all the drafts of the script that it had were like terrible. Even almost made the actor want to leave. But now they've got a good one.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. It'll start filming soon, I think. Um, should be this year because I think it comes out either next year or the year after. I think it's the
Should
year after.
be. Yeah, year after.
But yeah, there's that. James Marsden's in the news this week. He said something. Did you see what he said?
I know he didn't confirm it, but he didn't really deny it either. He confirmed slash denied he was in Deadpool 3.
He said someone asked him. He said if he'll be returning as Cyclops. He said, "We just wrapped Sonic 3, actually. We're near the Deadpool stages up there in Pinewood, actually. Yeah, this is a little bit of a Pandora's box."
Yeah. Yeah,
Basically
but you gotta
saying,
know,
"I
it's
can't
like
say
he
anything."
answered. I like how he answered it too. It's pretty funny. He's like, yeah. So you're doing Deadpool 3? Yeah, we just got finished filming Sonic 3, and yeah, they were doing it like right across from us. Yeah, it was pretty cool. That's essentially. Yeah, but it's,
Yeah,
wouldn't it be wild if I was?
yeah, he's in it.
That's how he answered.
He's in it. It's
Which I think
PG.
is a great response. I think it's a funny response to do.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, there you go with that. Can we get some Toasted confirmed that this is some big news from the week? Um, it is confirmed from multiple insiders. Henry Cavill will in fact be playing a Wolverine variant in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh crap! Henry
Yep.
Cavill will? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
Henry
Is that
Cavill
what
will
that
be
whole
in the movie,
casting thing was with him?
probably.
Okay.
He will be playing a Wolverine variant in Deadpool and Wolverine. Apparently, audiences will like his look, from what they said. But I'm not taking much from him because they're a Snyder fan. So there you go.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the look. Maybe you just like it because you're obsessed with Henry Cavill. But um, yeah. So every Snyder fan is gonna be upset that he has turned to Marvel instead of DC, even though he's never hasn't been a DC for like over many years.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. He's been out just because Black Adam don't count.
Yeah.
Be clear.
But there you go. Henry Cavill is gonna be in Deadpool and Wolverine. Speaking of Deadpool and Wolverine, a second trailer for the movie is coming soon. The second trailer is set to unveil more variants in it, and Wolverine Pool will be one of them. Wolverine Pool is a combination of both Deadpool and Wolverine in one. It's like a Deadpool suit, but with like the Wolverine mask, like in red and black.
Do you
Um,
think you think that's the main villain?
no, no.
No.
And the main villain is
Oh
the
yeah, I forget. The main villain is that
Professor X's
Xavier's
sister.
sister. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but he'll show up in the trailer at some point. We have a runtime, and I think I screenshot this. Let me look. Yeah. So Cryptic HD Qualities, the reliable insider, they said, "I'm hearing that some things have been put aside and aren't in the current cut of Deadpool and Wolverine. So far, they're very pleased with what they currently have and will be adding on in time. Currently, Deadpool and Wolverine sits just a bit over 2 hours. No other runtimes floating around at the moment are false.
I'm cool with that
So
runtime.
just a little bit over 2 hours. Obviously, probably more. So I would think it maybe be around 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And then let me see how much time I have left on here. Ooh, okay, I can get through this pretty quickly. Here, I'm gonna read through these things real quick. Marvel Studios executive Brad Winderbaum was revealing a bunch of stuff, and this is what he all revealed. He confirmed that a Nova project is in development. He said, "We're currently really early development on Nova. You got to conjure these things to make them happen, but I would love to see a Nova show one day." Um, so we go. It'll be probably a Nova show gonna happen. Um, He did confirm that he got candid about the studio's release strategy. He said there was a mandate to kind of create as much as we could for Disney Plus as quickly as we could, which I'm happy he's being transparent about that because that's a problem. And I'm happy they are not doing that anymore.
Yep.
He
Right.
said now they have a new system. They're developing more than they will produce. So I guess basically they're like writing up some scripts and just like giving up with ideas of stuff, but it's not guaranteed to go into production.
That's
Um,
cool.
He did say confirm that both Ironheart and Wonder Man are still in the works and are currently undergoing editing. And then I already read that one. He also said that there will be some cameos from characters in X-Men 97. And let me check the time. Okay. He said a lot of stuff. He said this about reviving past Marvel shows like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Spider-Man the Animated Series. He said, "We're
Yeah.
doing that right now. We're in production on Daredevil Born Again in New York. They're shooting as we speak. I'm seeing text messages come up from set. That's probably the next show that's going to kind of revisit and revive a really strong and one of my favorite pockets of our universe and our fandom. And you never know is the answer." So, could be a revival of Spider-Man the Animated Series or Agents of Shield in the future.
What about Spider-Man the new animated series?
No one likes that.
That will never happen, according to Miller. But
No,
how much is
but
he right?
I mean,
All the time.
but yeah, there's that. We have one final thing to talk about, X-Men 97 reviews and our final predictions, but we're out of time in the meeting, so we will be right back. Okay, final thing from Marvel. We're going to talk about X-Men 97. The reviews have dropped. People got to see the first 3 episodes. We're going to talk about that and give our final predictions and stuff like that. Okay. Um, not movie. The show has the 2 episode premiere, right? It drops in 3 days as we're recording this, 2 days from when you guys are hearing this. Happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way.
Oh yes.
Did you wear green?
I'm wearing nothing.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding. No, I ain't wearing green. I don't.
I hope Abby
I'm not.
pinched you.
You might surprise you. I don't believe in the
You don't believe in
leprechaun.
that? You don't believe in the
I'm
Irish
not. I'm
people?
not into that. I'm not. I don't believe in that religion. To be
It's not
frank
a
with you,
religion.
is it not?
No.
Oh,
It's a
well, I get
culture.
it.
It's just a fun day. We're
No, no. I'm just. No, not today. I haven't even been
everyone.
out today. To even get
Someone digitally pinch him because he's not wearing green.
like pinch me in the comment sections.
Yeah, exactly. I am wearing green actually. I didn't even mean to wear a shirt that had green on
Well,
it.
I got no. I am wearing. You know what? I permanently got green on me because of my tattoo.
That
My meteor, it has green on it.
that is fair.
That is fair. I'm never lacking. I'm never lacking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, X-Men 97 had some reviews, and I'm gonna read them. Let me pull up the article here. By the direct, I'm pretty sure is not X-Men 98. Jesus.
Is
Hang
that
on.
season 2?
I probably. Um, Here we go. Uh, some reviews. It says, as the title, critics share strong first reactions. This is what they say. Tessa from Mama's Geeky says, "To me, my X-Men, to have this series back is overwhelmed me with emotion. I've seen the first 3 episodes and each one brought me to tears. So many characters and storylines done perfectly. I love having this team back. For those nervous, don't be. This show's incredible." The Real Rejects Greg Alba said, "After rewatching the original X-Men animated series and now the first couple episodes of X-Men 97, I can honestly say the series is fantastic. It's how you remember preserving the characters and themes, yet evolved with a more cinematic touch and beautiful action scenes." The Direct's own Russ Milheim said, "Just saw the first 3 episodes of X-Men 97, and I can confidently say that fans of the original X-Men series will be very happy with it. I also enjoyed the updated animation style. It'll be great to have the X-Men back in the spotlight." POC Culture said, "I got to see 3 episodes of X-Men 97, and it is nostalgia handled perfectly. The action and use of powers are awesome and creative. It's pleasantly hilarious and surprisingly ... sexy? Question mark. This is a show for both OG and new fans. The X-Men are back."
How is it
Um,
sexy? I'd like to know.
I don't
Please
know.
elaborate.
This person said, the first 3 episodes are absolutely epic. It exceeds expectations in every way. Nostalgia is strong, but it's so much more. Beautiful animation, excellent storytelling, and above all, my favorite thing about the X-Men, the drama."
Yes,
Um,
that's always been the best part of that series.
yeah, I haven't seen any bad reviews.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Um, there's a couple more. This person said, "Watched the first 3 episodes are so good. I am honestly having trouble finding the words. Gorgeous animation, wonderful character work. The character drama really highlights why they were once Marvel's most popular title. This will certainly remind audiences why the X-Men rule." Yeah, watched the first 3 episodes of X-Men 97 and just a blast from the past and a love letter to the 90s animated show. The mutants we love are back, and there are so many emotions from laughter to excitement to sadness. And the final one from Aaron Perrine from Comic Book said, "X-Men 97 is absolutely astonishing. I'm floored by how much I love this show how much love this show has for the entire idea of the X-Men. Could not be happier." Um Seems like for Marvel Studios' first little foray into X-Men, but they knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, and they should have. That's how it should have been. And
Yeah, so there you go. I mean, what are your thoughts before the show comes out? Predictions. Obviously, we'll see it
yeah,
this week.
we'll have our first review next next
Episode,
week,
yep.
right? Yeah,
Yep.
so I'm very excited. I've been kind of keeping myself kind of blind from it just to surprise myself, but I
Yeah, I
saw that
haven't watched
clip.
anything other than like the clip and the
I
like
just saw the
promo
clip.
trailers.
I tried to kind of avoid reviews. Not that they'd spoil anything. I know that I'm assuming they had to sign like an NDA a bit on
Well,
it.
yeah, I mean they can't spoil anything.
Yeah. But I mean, from what I saw, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty.
You were sold whenever you saw
I
Beast
was told
controlling
when
a Sentinel.
Beast controlled that Sentinel. Yeah. I was just like, this is gonna be the best project I've ever seen in my
And
life.
Rogue RKO to Sentinel.
I
That was
know.
amazing.
And Wolverine's just like jumping on. Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. It was great.
Yeah. We did find out that I think is Ross McQuand is his name. He played Red Skull in Infinity War, and he's played a bunch of other characters. He is voicing Professor X in the show,
Yeah.
which makes me wonder if Professor X is in the show, then is he alive?
I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be flashbacks.
Maybe. I mean, they did bury him, but I mean, it'd be interesting if if he is alive.
They didn't really bury him.
Hey, I mean, fake body.
They
I
just
don't
stuck him around.
know. But yeah, so this X-Men 97 coming out 3 days, 2 days that you guys are hearing this, and we will be watching. I know Disney Plus is doing the whole password crackdown sharing thing. Along so is Max, which is sucks. But I found out that as long as I come back to the house where the owner is at and cut on Disney Plus for like a couple seconds at that house once every 30 days, I'll be fine.
Really?
Yeah, so
So,
work around.
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
We got him. Yeah.
We got him.
Work around. Okay. Yeah, but I'm happy about that. Because I don't know. I need streaming services in my dorm. I need something to watch. If
Yeah,
I
you're
wasn't able to
college.
sit down,
That's all y'all live off of.
yeah, if I wasn't able to sit down and just watch like I can't describe the feeling of sitting in my dorm room. I had no class the next day. I all lights were off. I got my little small TV, cut on Batman animated series, and and it had a snack. I had to sit there and watch it. I was like, man, this is a vibe. Watching
I'm
shows
not.
like watching old animated shows on small TVs like that is just better to me.
Hey, I get the appeal. I mean that's how I watched X-Men and Batman when I was young. I had old box TV and the VHS tapes, and they were like
Yeah, and
I mean they were
you had
corroded.
like I guess back then it would have been like you wouldn't really have the boxes on the like black boxes on the side of the screen.
Yeah, no,
But then now when you watch it on Max, it's got that.
got that. Yeah,
Um,
no. I remember when I first started watching on Max, I'm like, man, they like make these smaller. They just like mess up the aspect ratio, but no, I just
yeah.
it's always been like that. It's just with having like a box TV and all that.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's all the Marvel news for the week. All right. We got DC, but first, you get a commercial. Like I feel like Oprah. You get a commercial. You get a commercial.
You get a
No,
commercial,
no.
not you, Max.
No, you
You
don't.
don't
No,
get a commercial.
no.
I'm talking to you, Zach. You don't get a commercial.
Yeah. Here's your commercial.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The call is going out around the nation. Something amazing is coming to a store near you this Saturday. An all-new collection of Spider-Man toys, big events, and limited edition products. And they hit the store this Saturday. Go to Hasbro.com/Spider-Man to get a call from Spider-Man himself. Spider-Man will remind you to be at the store on March 24th this Saturday.
And we're back. Okay.
Welcome.
DC. Now, this first thing is from an unverified source from DCU Leaks. They had announced that their source has stopped giving them information. I think their source got in trouble. So they don't have any verified sources anymore. It's all unverified, but it's something. So, grain of salt with this. But this unverified source claims to have a description of Clark Kent in James Gunn's Superman. And it says this: Clark in this movie is extremely human. You really want to give this guy a big old hug. He internally questions his place in the world as a hero.
I like it. I'm already the movie's a 10 out of 10. I'm getting Clark Kent
Let me
right.
give this man a hug.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give this man a hug. He's not even out there yet.
I know. Thought I'd throw that in there. That kind of goes along with what the original casting they wanted for Superman. Obviously, I think one of the lines was they wanted to cast so they wanted Superman to be somebody that you would want to give a big old hug. Like is what the original line James Gunn had said.
Yeah.
So it seems like they did it. Yeah. I thought I'd throw some good news in there before we got immediately to the bad news.
Oh.
Just to kind of lead into it before I rip the Band-Aid off. I feel like the Riddler right now when Batman told him that he's a pathetic psychopath. He's like, no.
No.
Well, because the Batman Part 2 has been delayed and will now release October 2nd, 2026.
No!
A whole year. That feels gross to hear. I don't like it.
We were supposed to get a Superman and a Batman movie in the same year.
What happened?
Well, there are two reasons. One, apparently, it has something to do with the strikes.
Makes sense.
And that they don't have enough stages to be able to film the movie. Because of like all these production setbacks, and which I call bullcrap on. But another one is apparently the script just isn't done yet.
Yeah. Hey, keep cooking.
And I think this is just a case of like I think John Campea said this as well. Which go check out his show if you haven't already. He's a fun watch. He talks about a lot of news about Hollywood and movie stuff.
Mhm.
He put it right. He said he think this is just a case of Matt Reeves working slow.
Yeah. Hey,
Which is
I'm
fair.
okay
I
with
mean, I'll let him cook.
Matt Reeves just working slow.
I just wish he cooked quicker, but I guess I can't rush.
You can't rush a filet mignon or a beef Wellington. You cannot.
What is it? Okay, Gordon Ramsay.
I'm just saying. I'm getting my.
Where's
Hey,
the
I
lamb
told you,
sauce?
I wanted to go to culinary school so bad, but I never did. I might.
Where's the lamb sauce? Sorry. I got you. But yeah, I mean, delayed. Ow.
Yeah, that was a bad Band-Aid to pull off.
See, like we had the Penguin show this year, and it would tide us over until next year. But now it's just like, what's next year?
Well, at least we'll have the Penguin show. Penguin show will be peak, and we'll rewatch that, and then I'll watch Batman another 20 times.
Oh, Jesus. 2 more years of nights are gonna turn me into a nocturnal animal. Yeah, it's been delayed. It's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? All right. I noticed this, and so I threw it on the news. Peter Safran's wife has been teasing some stuff. Someone commented and said, "I really hope you guys do the trunks and Superman because that is classic Superman," is what the comment was. And she liked that comment.
Yeah.
And then someone asked when they'll be revealing the suit, and she said that it'll not for a bit yet, but it'll be soon. And when you see it, you're gonna love it, is what she said. And also, a lot of insiders have been teasing that a suit reveal is coming very soon. So we could see a suit reveal possibly within the next week. Maybe not. I don't know.
Please. We just gotta see it, man. Because you don't
need to see it. We're gonna see it before they move to Atlanta to start filming, which is soon. Which I don't know where they're filming right now. I don't know where that set photo came from, which I guess I could talk about now.
And then that's what I was curious about.
There's a set photo, two of them, well, a few of them actually, from Just Jared. Um, it looks like they're in the snow, so this was probably when they were in because we know the engineer was present during the Fortress of Solitude stuff. Um, there's some set photos of the engineer, the girl playing. I'm forgetting the name at the moment. I think Maria Gabriella or something like that. And she's in this little suit thing. Um, people got all up in arms over this.
Yeah, Snyder fans specifically.
Yeah. A lot of clowning on the suit because obviously the engineer is completely made of metal. And
Yeah,
now I wouldn't expect Landon to know who the engineer is because he still hasn't read The Authority, which he's had since before the
last year.
Marvels came out.
Yeah,
Um, AKA hurry up and read my book so I can get them back.
so you get him back. Yes, I understand.
You're
I
worse
understand.
than John
I'm sorry.
Stillman. I'm kidding. Um,
Hey, at least I'll eventually read them. I just don't read them and just return them. You know, hey, I'll read them, just not
you got to
right
have something to read while you're at work.
now. I need to finish V for Vendetta.
No,
That's
you
my
don't. You
V.
need to finish my books first.
I know. So I give them back.
Yes.
Yeah, if that's the way you
Um,
want to look at it, I guess.
Jesus. But the engineer's made of metal. There is a version of the comics where she can change from her metal form into just her normal form. And I'm pretty sure that the suit that she's got on here, I mean, you can see there's like, here, I'm gonna send this to you so you can see exactly what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Um, my phone's
Send
dying.
it
Jesus.
on messages. Oh yeah.
Yeah, my phone's dying, which is perfect. Um, so
Yeah.
there are these things under like by her waist, and they're like these black and white things.
Yeah, yeah, like poles, yeah.
Yeah.
Poles.
Those most likely are some CG like turret things. 'Cause she can like form stuff on her body and all that weapons and all that. So it seems like that's what that is. She's got something that this suit seems like what's underneath her form to help maybe control her like transformation or something. We don't know for sure yet. I mean, she's got the hair like the character does. We also have to find out though. But those are first little bit of set photos from Superman. You guys see those up on your screen. Um,
Mhm.
yeah. They'll reveal the Superman suit before they move to Atlanta to start filming because that's when you'll see, unless they did already took pictures of the Superman suit. If
Yeah,
they took, which I don't know.
yeah, man. Well, the thing is, I think what they did in what was it? Like how Deadpool 3 did it with like they literally showed off Hugh Jackman in the suit and all that.
Yeah.
All that way it just wouldn't get like ruined
That's
by
what
like
that's what I think is gonna happen.
mhm.
I mean, either that or we get a set photo like this, and I just up on the screen that, and I send it to you so you can see exactly what we get a set photo like this revealing this.
I hope not. That
Really?
looked terrible.
It's like an action figure. But yeah, okay,
What's that from? Batman vs Superman.
probably. Okay, moving on. Officially, DC Studios is developing a live-action Teen Titans film with Anna Nogueira set to be working on it. Anna Nogueira is the writer for, and oh no, director, and maybe I don't know, writer or director, I can't remember. I think she's writer for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, the movie. So obviously that script was good enough to warrant her doing another thing.
Huh?
She's working on a live-action Teen Titans movie, which I'm pretty excited for. I think that
I mean, who do you think the Titans will be? You think it'll just be
probably
regular?
it's probably going to be, I think Damian Wayne, it's going to be the team with Damian Wayne in it and Dick Grayson.
Hmm.
I think because
Okay.
Damian, I feel like they do that. And Dick will be Nightwing.
Yeah.
They'll have Starfire, they'll have Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg probably.
Do you think they'll
Um,
have the not the
I
Wonder
th-
Twins, the God, what's their name? They're like brother and sister, I believe. And one was like a owl or like a bird.
Oh, Hawk and Dove. No,
Hawk and Dove. Yeah, no. Okay.
no, they did them in the Titans show.
Now, what about Superboy? Too early? Not Superboy.
No,
Yeah, no.
no, they're not doing. I don't think they'll do Superboy. I think it'll be I think it'll be Beast Boy, both of the Robins, Starfire, Raven, Cyborg. I think they'll do Kid Flash
Yeah,
and maybe Arsenal, Red Arrow.
yeah. I don't know. James gonna like to do deep cuts, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a
Arm
deep cut.
Fall Off Boy.
Yeah,
TDK returns and no. But yeah, so getting a Teen Titans movie. I've seen a lot. I don't know enough to like fan cast anybody. So I don't know enough
yeah.
actors. But
Honestly, if they wanted to bring someone back from the original show, I think or from the Titans show. I don't know if it's a hot take, but the guy who played Nightwing, or Dick Grayson, and I don't think he didn't have good lines. I don't think it was written well, but I thought the look wasn't
right
bad.
after you say that, I'm gonna edit in the clip of him saying F Batman.
I don't know. Like that's an example of like it's not
I knew
wit.
him. I knew him before the Titans show on freaking Pirates of the Caribbean, the last one they made. 'Cause he
Oh, he
played
was in that. I didn't know that.
yeah, he played like one of the main characters. Played what's his name, son, Will Turner's son. Um, but yeah, so there's that. Get a Teen Titans movie in the works. James Gunn hasn't confirmed this, but the Hollywood Reporter and all them have said this. So, but he
Yeah,
hasn't deconfirmed it though. He hasn't like said it's fake. So never know. Finally for DC, a trailer for the Penguin will be releasing at the end of the week. Officially, they announced it. We're getting us a new trailer for it. We've only really had an in-production trailer, so this will be the first like official trailer.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
I'm
great.
ready to. You think? I think 100% guarantee that Batman is going to be in this show because Robert Pattinson was in the same city that in New York at the same time the show was filming,
Yeah.
and then he left New York.
The same time it stopped filming.
Kind of, yeah.
Maybe.
So
Do you think he'll have like a big presence, or you think
no,
it'll be
I
like
don't think he'll show up as Bruce Wayne. Maybe,
that would be cool?
and he'll show up as Batman like once or twice.
I'd love that if you started seeing him act more like a Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
How we're used to kind of Bruce being, instead of more hopeful type Bruce.
yeah.
But I mean, but at the same time, I don't know if that would kind of conflict with what we theorized the second movie would be about, with the whole identity crisis type deal.
Yeah, I gotcha. So I have to find out, but that is the end of DC, and now it is time for video games.
Yes.
Multiversus. We talked about it last week. Said the trailer was coming, and the trailer did come, and we have information.
Yep.
I mean, what were your?
I mean, it was all. I mean, are you referring to like the big trailer? Yeah, Unreal Engine 5. So, I mean, I don't know. Well, that's the big one. I'm actually really excited for is Unreal Engine 5. For this game, and I was originally disappointed how we didn't see new characters, but I think we'll definitely see.
Oh, we kind of did. We
Well,
saw their faces in a poster.
Well, okay, so
The Brain and one of the Animaniacs.
one of the Warner Brothers, which I think is going to be all three of them.
Yeah.
Kind of like how what I know it was in Smash, but I can't remember what character it was. The Pokemon trainer. That's what it was. Now I think they also hinted at other two, or I guess three more. Two of them was in that trailer with the levels of the Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Lab.
Yeah.
All right. Those I think we'll see Dexter and we'll see the
I'm just
Powerpuff
waiting
Girls.
for them to put Willy Wonka in the game.
Would you want it to be Gene Wilder or Timothy?
I was almost made a joke that I would have regretted. It'll probably be just like some like neither version of them. It's like a cartoony Willy Wonka,
I was just like, all right.
not like leaning towards either one. But yeah,
The other one I was going to reference is on Twitter. They kind of hinted at Daffy Duck being in the game.
when did that happen?
So on Twitter, I can't remember who it was. I know it wasn't. I know the official account responded to it. It was someone that's like works on the game. They were saying like, guess which surprise character we haven't revealed yet. And one of them was Powerpuff Girls, Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, Daffy Duck. I can't remember what the third one was, but I think from what I remember, I believe it's a character that's like already in the game. You know, so they're like kind of trolling with that, and everyone's saying, "Well, we already know the Powerpuff Girls and Dexter are in the game due to them showing the concept art."
I just
So,
I don't mean to cut you off. I just
yeah, I know. Yeah, I just see it. I just know. I'm like, what is it? This is gross. I
look at
don't like this. I don't like this.
the sneak at the end is crazy.
Well, it's funny because I like to think of it as what's funny to me is all of those people are like in their 20s, you know,
Except for
except Dwayne Johnson, who's in his 50s.
only one. Honestly, the only one on there that I don't like is Tom Holland as Beast Boy. I think all the other ones could
Really?
work.
Yeah. Zendaya as Starfire ain't bad. Jenna Ortega as Raven's not bad. Who's the first guy?
That is
Is
Willy
it?
Wonka.
That's Timothy Chalamet.
Chalamet.
I'm not used to his hair looking like that. That's actually not bad either. That's probably the best one out of there. I like how you said the one that bothers you is Tom Holland as Beast Boy and not Dwayne the Rock Johnson as Cyborg.
No, because at least he kind of looks like that.
He does not look like him at all.
Yeah, he's not half robot. I'm sorry.
That's the worst take you've had on this show. Is Dwayne Johnson looks like Cyborg?
Like if you slapped a robot eye over him and something, but okay, like weird, but okay.
No.
He's bald.
No.
It works.
He's bald, so it works. Like,
Anyway, but yeah, Multiversus coming back. Excited for that. We'll be streaming it in May, coming back in sometime in May. I can't remember the exact date. I think it was like May 20 something. But yeah, we will be checking that out. Okay, Spider-Man leaks. Stuff has happened.
yes.
2 or 3 trailers for the canceled multiplayer Spider-Verse game.
Would you like to put our tinfoil hats on for this?
I guess.
All right. Here, is there anything else you need to mention on? Because I got a rant coming up.
I don't. I mean, I have information on the Venom game.
Okay. I think these leaks, some of them, I'm gonna say originally with the whole $3 million thing, it was like 3 million, 30 million.
Something like that.
That was completely unintentional. I think they just got leaked, and it was it's a shame, but whatever. Isn't it kind of strange though how stuff just keeps leaking? You know what I'm saying? Like that fake Wolverine trailer, and it was like a dev, like, yeah, I just worked on it.
Well, apparently all of this is still from
still from that?
From the big leak thing.
Really?
That's what I've read.
I didn't know that.
Landon just took his tinfoil hat off.
Well, yeah, I just took it off, sat it down, and I'm laid in bed dying, crawling away.
Let me get this Venom information up real quick. Because I do have a screenshot kind of talking about that. I gotta search for it though. Oh, here it is. I'll mention this real quick. Apparently, title of it is going to be Spider-Man Venom. Venom will assume his Lether Protector role. Miles and Peter will be playable alongside him. Carnage is the villain. It'll be $50, budget 120 million, and is aiming for a 2027 release.
I'm gonna say that's gonna be a launch title for the PlayStation 6.
I could see that. We also heard rumor that Marvel's Wolverine will have a VR mode. Which would then make Landon buy a VR again.
Yeah, I will buy a VR. I will buy a VR. Yes, I've been thinking
Uh,
about getting one again too. I've been thinking
I
about it.
haven't played mine in a bit, but it's only because like I haven't wanted to play any of the games that I have right now. I'm waiting for this
Well,
one game. I'm waiting for this one game to come out that I've wanted to play for so long, but I don't know when it releases. It's called like Wanderer or something like that, and it's like a time travel game,
yeah.
and you like travel back to like different points in history. It looked really fun.
Hmm. I want to play. I want to play Gorn again.
I want to play Blood and Truth, but
I
that's
like to
that
get that
studio got
That
closed
Horizon game
down.
is great. I love that dang game.
Oh, we don't have time. Oh, I know the meeting. We don't have time to be yapping like this.
Oh crap! I'm bad. Dang.
No,
Sorry.
I didn't realize we
Quit
gotta.
yapping. It's all
Is
right.
that all? Is that? I mean, the multiverse game. It kind of sucks. That's over. I don't think it was gonna have raids,
Mm. Oh,
which
I get a chill here.
yeah.
um,
Every time Miller says the word raid, like oh, we're gonna go raid somebody like on Twitch. You know, you can like send your people to watch someone else. It's called a raid. Every time he says that, I always type in the chat. Thanks for the flashbacks.
those Marvel's Avengers raids sucked. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because it never worked half the time.
Well, you'll be happy to know that they have that the creative director of Suicide Squad has teased that it'll be getting raids.
This will be functional, and it better not. It better work if someone leaves the dang thing.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Because that's like the biggest middle finger you can do to someone. Because we'd be at like the very end, and they cut
Yeah.
it off, and I'm
I
just
mean,
like,
well,
are you
there
kidding
was a
me?
certain point where if they had to leave before like the whole door thing, right? Or no, the whole
Yeah.
thing we have to like interact with the panels. Oh,
Well, oh
like the
yeah, yeah.
boss fight
It
at
would
the
have to
end
be.
will be fine.
Well, if your whole party was flying characters, you could be okay for a minute. Because there's that one part where you had to like hold down the doors or like the platforms for you to like go across.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
You had that, the doors. The doors weren't even that bad because you had to go through.
I know. They just had to make sure. You just had to make sure they left like because you could do the final boss by your
Yeah,
like
final boss you can do on your own. Yes, you just gotta be skilled enough. And what sucked is that was the only way to get like better gear. You know, like when you were stuck at the 150 point, you were just stuck there until you did that raid.
yeah,
And if somebody just kept closing it out on you, it was just like, well, dang, you know.
yeah.
But I'm gonna quit
Um,
yapping about Avengers.
yeah. That's not what we're here for. That game's dead.
No, it's
Um,
not.
Miller has an issue with his article publisher. He talked about it on stream. They posted something that he doesn't want to be involved with, and so he might not have a place to release the article anymore.
What in the world?
Yeah, but he said he's gonna figure it out.
Here, I think he should just straight up say, here, if you want to read it, DM me.
Yeah, he said he's got that a huge scoop. He says probably the biggest scoop that Suicide Squad is ever gonna have until like the day it's announced that it's gone, like it's ending. He said it's probably the biggest thing it'll ever have, and he was gonna make it an article, and he said he was gonna release it by the end of this week, but now he can't do that, so he might just put it up on Twitter. But he said he's figuring it out, or make a YouTube video about it. So I'm just very interested in what that's about.
Yeah.
But
I
before,
think at this point, I think he should just straight up just if you want to read the article, DM me. I'll send you like a doc or whatever he's
well,
writing
he
it on.
hasn't made the article. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, he hasn't even
Yeah.
written it. No, I'm talking about
Well,
for the.
oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, gotcha. All right. Before we get into the Suicide Squad dev update for the week, have a little bit of an inside scoop for you. We know the title for the Captain America Black Panther Marvel game that Skydance is doing.
I don't know nothing about this, so I'm interested in what this name's going to be. I know you
The
said you really liked it.
yeah, I'm a fan. I don't know if you'd like it, but here we go. The title for the untitled, not now it is titled, for the Black Panther Captain America game is Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra.
Okay, it's not a bad name.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan. So it's just called Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra.
Yeah, Marvel 1943 colon Rise of Hydra.
Do you think people would be confused with it? Like, y'all, like, what is this?
No,
No, all right.
there's nothing to be confused about.
Well, if you're not like us, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you don't think we should call it like Captain America and Black Panther or just Captain America and Black Panther, the Rise of Hydra?
No, it's too long of a name.
All right. I don't hate it. Because I understand it. I get it. You know,
But not now. Grain of salt with that because I haven't seen a confirmation of this.
Yeah.
But there you go. We only have a short couple minutes left, but I need to read this dev update. So here we go. Suicide Squad. This says less than 2 weeks now until the release of season 1, which means it's almost time to refuel your jetpack, charge up your bat drone, or crack open a can of your favorite Australian lager as you dive into the new Elseworld. First off, let's start with an update on the state of the game and the next patch. They said, we know that many of you were eagerly awaiting the next patch, which will include many fixes and improvements to ongoing issues. The patch will be releasing on Tuesday, March 26th, and will include the download for Season 1, which will go live on Thursday, March 28th. Additionally, we're continuing to work on back-end fixes to improve login, load time, and multiplayer issues. Earlier this week, we implemented a back-end fix, and we've already seen improvements, which we think will alleviate issues for a number of our players. If you're still experiencing it, we also recommend resetting your custom key bindings or controller layout to default for load time or multiplayer issues. This should help reduce these issues for more players while we work on a solution for everybody. This also included an improvement to matchmaking, making it easier for you to find other players to join your squad. They posted a thing of 4 build guides, one for each character on there, so you can look at a good build. They got one for everybody. They said, after you guys quickly deduced the DC supervillain for last week's weapon teaser, which was the polka dot man grenade, we counted to give you another preview of a notorious weapon coming soon. It took us a while to choose which weapon to show, but in the end, we had to tip our hat to how good this one looks. It's a Mad Hatter melee weapon. It looks cool though. It's like a bunch of cards stapled together, and then like, I guess it's for Harley. I don't know.
Yeah. That's why I said. I first thought it was for a King Shark for a minute because of the
Oh, it could be. Well, no, I don't
but
know.
it looked like a blade, and I was like, all right, that might be like one of the pieces, but I feel like it showed both of them if it was like his.
They said that, and they said, we appreciate your patience while we work on fixes and content for season 1. We look forward to sharing more information in the coming weeks. See you in the Elseworlds. Next week is where we'll probably get all the information because it's the final one before launch. But yeah, we'll see. At least they're still communicating. At least on the dev updates. I don't know. On their social media, it's rough. But yeah,
it's kind of rough. They only
got,
they only really do like retweets and stuff, but I mean, I can't.
They don't do retweets.
Barely. I mean, I thought they do like.
Miller said they've never retweeted anything.
Wow.
They're just like, it's the whole social media team. They'd rather talk on Discord, which is annoying.
Don't get me wrong. Discord. I mean, that's great to do stuff on Discord, but not like everything.
Not for
not everything.
Not for this moment in time. Yeah. But we have 1 minute and 17 seconds left in this meeting, so we need to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all so much for joining us for this episode. If you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, you can contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404. Or Instagram at the _official, Facebook _official page, or Twitter at the CB Burrito.
You can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very interactive on all platforms. And come on over. We can, I don't know, talk about Snyder some more. I don't know. I'm in the mood today.
Oh, Lord. And yeah, also go check out our streams. I'll be back with Slide 2 very soon. Landon will be doing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth with his new setup. So go check that out. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Excelsior!